Hey guys, welcome to another video. This video is 5 tips for taking your child with autism to get their hair cut. This video came up out of necessity. We were facing the difficult decision of whether or not to cut our daughter's hair. Our biggest issue with it is that she chews on it, it gets food in it, things like that. She's had long hair since she was tiny. She's been growing it since she was about 2. And we're really attached to it. As parents, we tend to cling to the things that we have control over when we have a child with special needs. So it's always hard to let go of those things, to change those things up. Well, this was a decision that we made, and we actually did a YouTube poll in one of our vlog videos just to see what you guys' input was, to see what your thoughts were on getting her hair cut or not. And you guys pretty much thought in line with us that it just made sense to cut it short. So in taking her to get her hair cut, I thought it was important to provide you guys with some tips, some of the same strategies that we use when we go to get her hair cut. Tip number 1 is preparation. Tell your child what you're getting ready to go do. Whether they're nonverbal or not, planning ahead, allowing them to plan ahead and prepare for it, it's going to help. Our daughter Abigail, she does have an issue with auditory processing, so she may or may not understand the words that we're saying when we tell her, you're going to get your hair cut. So what we did was we showed her a video of someone getting their hair cut, something she could kind of relate to and understand, hey, this is in my near future. Tip number 2 is to bring a preferred item, like a toy or a fidget, maybe even a tablet, something to take their mind off of what's going on and to, take up time to make it go by faster for them. Tip number 3 is bring a snack. Usually a highly preferred item for Abigail, it's goldfish. We like goldfish because we can give her one at a time and we can stretch it out over the whole length of the haircut. Tip number 4, this may or may not work for you, but possibly give them a break partway between. If the sensory overload is just too much, there's too much going on, they're becoming agitated, offer them a break. Let them know, hey, we're going to take a break, then we'll come back and do more. The hard part, like in Abigail's case, would be to explain to her that we're not done, we're just taking a break and then we're going to come back. The salon that Abigail goes to actually has a couch, so we can take her over to the couch, let her stim, let herself regulate, and then go back to cutting hair again. Tip number 5, and the most important one, is to talk to the stylist. Let them know the challenges that your child faces, give them tips or hints along the way, and ask them to engage your child. Not just to talk to you as a parent, but also to talk to the child, explaining each step of the process, what they're going to do next, maybe talk about what tool they're using for the haircut, those kind of things. I've got one bonus tip, something that works well with Abigail. When we go to sit down in that chair, I show her a picture of a highly reinforcing reward. We're going to get our hair cut, and then we're going to do this. And she jumps right up in the chair. It's a highly motivating item. It might be going to their favorite restaurant. It might go in to do their favorite activity. For Abigail, it's a golf cart. She loves riding in golf carts. Her salon actually happens to be in the same neighborhood as our business, so I drove a golf cart from our business to the salon and brought her back in that, so that she got a ride in the golf cart after getting her haircut. She starts to associate, I get to ride in a golf cart after I get my haircut. Those haircuts become easier and easier. Eventually you can remove those rewards and it's just an easy haircut. When we first started taking Abigail to get her haircut, it was a pretty typical scene for an autism family. I would sit down in the stylist chair, Abigail would sit on my lap, and I would have to basically hold her, pin her down so that they could cut her hair. And we could only do little snips at a time, and the haircut maybe lasted 2 or 3 minutes. That's about all we could do, was a little trim. Over the years, using these 5 tips, we've progressed to the point now where she actually sat in a chair for almost an hour getting her haircut, and she did pretty well. She was a little resistant, but for the most part, it's night and day from what it used to be. If you have any questions for me, if you have any tips of your own that you'd like to share, please do so down in the comments. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked the video, hit that like button. If you're new here, consider subscribing. We'll see you next time.